Alright, figured I would film this effect. We have my transmitter on in my room, consuming 10 or 11 watts of power. I have it tuned for long range mode. So we are only consuming 10 or 11 watts. And I'm able to light this LED, this wireless receiver LED, pretty brightly, in a little puddle of water. And that connection terminates into my gutter. And if you don't believe me, it can't get any simpler than that. It's completely removable. So it's right here, completely removable. I'll put it back in. And again, I'll hook up to the gutter. And we are now lit. How insane is that? It should be impossible to do that with 10 watts of power when I'm 40 feet away from the transmitter. Look at that. Our transmitter is consuming 10 watts. It's in my room. That is amazing. That's where I am. That's my gutter. So that should blow your minds. How crazy is that? I will now disconnect this and show you it also glows when I hold it and touch it to the heater. Very good detector tool of radiant energy. As you see, this light's pretty bright, and it's a bright sunny day here. So we will now go in, and this experiment was performed with the mains power shut off. And look how bright this is on my boiler. So iron really magnifies this type of energy. I can hold it steady. There we go. Look how insanely bright that is. That hurts my eyes. And we're 50 feet from the transmitter, using 10 or 11 watts of power. When these lighting effects occur, there is no form of drain on the transmitter, because the earth is providing the extra power. Keep in mind, I didn't even add a coil here. I could add a resonant receiver coil here, tune it, and I could get way more power than this little receiver light. And you would use that to charge caps that then dump into a battery that then runs an inverter and does what you want. So I will show you that all power is switched off in my house. I'll leave this door open so we have sunlight coming in. The main breaker is switched off. As you can see, the main breaker is switched off. Off. All power is off in the house for this experiment, so there can be no doubt. This effect is not coming from mains in any way. This effect is purely from my transmitter that's being run off of my super caps. We will go upstairs, and I'll show you this effect is very present on heavy grounded earth heaters. Extremely bright. And again, you can add a resonant receiver coil there. I'll go up the stairs. Everything is dead. Power is off in my house. Everything in my room is off and dead, except for, of course, the transmitter that's powered on, consuming 10.81 watts. Here's where I made the earth ground connection, which goes right to my heater. And I have this light lit between the phase difference of this coil and this receiver. So not only am I doing that with 10 watts, I still have unimpeded wireless power at distance, and I didn't even tap into my back EMF circuit yet. So keep that in mind. Absolutely wild. And look at this. And in case you doubt it, off. And now the system will tune itself down because it almost wants to run itself. We are now slowly fading down. Our resonance with the earth is fading. We are off. These caps keep it self-sustaining for a short time, along with the earth connection. There's our power fading. We are out. Turn it back on. Build up a charge. Get that in view. Off. Slowly fades out. Should be fading out. Yeah, it's faded out. When you get it in perfect resonance, it's almost like it wants to just run itself continuously on. So that's that. Keep that in mind. And again, that's my favorite quote. Your lunch could have been free too. Play with open circuits, wireless power, high frequency, and you can do whatever you want. So yeah, figure out, demonstrate that crazy efficiency, and take care, everybody. Oh, and I had a massive content update on my Patreon, so feel free to check that out. Link in the description.